Welcome back to the channel, where every camera tells a story and every public encounter gets put under the microscope. Today's footage comes courtesy of Reggie Photo, linked below. Make sure to check out and support the original creator. Stay tuned until the end for the full breakdown of this unexpected construction site encounter. And don't forget to subscribe for more real-world audits, public filming rights, and legal commentary.
I have a few contractors on here, guys. It looks like Barnfield Construction, and we have a Clive Hurt representative. A big local company that has just sold out to Fox. So Hurt and Fox is now amalgamated to one company. But yeah, it looks like there's a road going in there, guys, isn't it? You've got what looks like a D5 or a D8 or something there. 30 dozer. They're brilliant machines, them. You got big dumpers at the back.
The cameraman begins documenting the construction activity from a public area while observing the scale of the excavation work and heavy machinery. At this stage, there's no confrontation yet, only curiosity and public filming from outside the site perimeter. These opening moments establish an important legal baseline. Filming from public land is generally lawful in the UK unless specific restrictions apply. The atmosphere feels calm, but the growing attention from workers hints that someone may eventually intervene.
Doing the excavating. Yeah, but like I say, when I came past last week, guys, all these fences weren't up. So obviously I took the dog up here for a bit of a walk. But you couldn't distinguish what was at site and what weren't. It's like even still there, guys. Look at that. The barriers don't carry on going. So technically, where does the field and the site start and end? Not really much information you can get here.
As the creator notices gaps in the fencing and unclear site boundaries, the situation becomes more interesting from a legal perspective. Questions about where private property actually begins can often become flashpoints during public filming encounters. Rather than attempting entry, the filmer stays observational, keeping distance while documenting the changing industrial landscape. The tone here feels more investigative than confrontational.
The site office up there, guys, where all the meetings will be going on. Contracts being made. Yeah, so there we have it. Yeah, there's another digger in the background there that I didn't really see. I'll try and zoom in. They're amazing machines though, aren't they? When you think about it, like. Amazing, look at that. Guy on the telehandler, 535. About 17 metre reach.
The camera focuses on the site offices, machinery, and ongoing development while workers begin noticing they are being recorded. This is where the tension subtly shifts from passive observation to mutual awareness. Public filming frequently creates discomfort for employees who aren't used to cameras nearby, even when no laws are being broken. The cinematic feeling here is that calm before a possible escalation.
A Barnfield wagon there. Chances are he's on his brake. Yeah, guys. I'm trying to think of a good angle. I'm getting a lot of looks from the office, like. You see him up there, yeah? But yeah, to the right of us here, this field, no doubt one day, same again. In no time to come, this will be industrial units. That's a nice building, isn't it? You know, although it's quite new, it still looks like a good building. A nursery across road as well, so.
The filmer openly acknowledges the looks coming from the office while continuing to narrate the rapid transformation of the area. There's no attempt to hide the filming, which often helps reduce suspicion during audits or public interest recordings. Importantly, there's still no aggressive behavior, trespassing, or obstruction visible here. The encounter remains firmly inside the boundaries of lawful public observation.
A lot of cars go off-road in there, guys. How you doing, bud?
Not bad, pal, you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Are you one of the contractors?
No.
Are you just a local? I'm just curious about the video in, that's all.
Yeah, no, just taking a video, that's all, bud.
Right.
Yeah.
Any particular reason?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can I ask what it is?
You can ask.
Are you going to tell me?
A worker finally approaches and asks about the filming. This is usually the critical turning point in many public filming encounters, where things can either escalate into conflict or move toward understanding. Instead of immediate accusations or demands, the worker approaches in a relatively calm and conversational manner. That alone dramatically changes the energy of the interaction.
I'm trying. Yeah. I've heard there's a rumour.
Go on.
You've dug up a Roman artifact dating 2,000 years. Is that true?
Not what I know of.
I wanted a bit of a backhander off it, if you will.
Roman artifact?
Yeah, like a big golden numeral or something like that. Statue.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It's going live, like, you know, everybody's talking about it. No, I'm only joking, but no, I'm not. I'm just trying to deflect from the real situation while I'm here.
Right, what's the real situation?
Just matters of public interest, really.
I don't know whether to believe you.
The filmer responds with humor and sarcasm about rumored Roman artifacts before gradually revealing his documenting matters of public interest. This is a classic de-escalation tactic, easing tension with light conversation instead of defensiveness. In many police audit situations, encounters deteriorate when either side assumes criminal intent without reasonable suspicion. Hey, the interaction remains surprisingly human and relaxed.
Yeah, I know, you probably don't now, but what are you building, if you don't mind me asking? You don't have to tell me.
It's Henry Boot's developments.
Henry Boot? He's a well-established construction.
It's actually Henry Boot and Barnfield Construction that have done a joint venture.
Right.
So, I work for Barnfield Construction.
Barnfield, yeah.
Building
You've just built the big frozen warehouse up at, where is it now? A580, Barnfield.
Is that on the M6?
On the M6.
Pharmaceutical thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. ADOC.
Yeah, air dock. That's it.
We're building.
The worker begins openly explaining the purpose of the construction project and details about the development itself. Rather than attempting to remove the filmer or invoke authority, he chooses transparency. That decision completely changes the dynamic from suspicion to cooperation. It's a reminder that communication often prevents unnecessary confrontations far better than force or intimidation ever could.
One quite large unit runs right the way across the hill. 64,000 square foot.
Wow.
And it's split into 5 for private sale.
Right.
So that's what we're building over there. That's classed as phase 1.
Okay.
So what we're doing in the topsoil over the gas main. That orange fence line is where there's an high pressure gas main what runs through the side.
Yeah.
So we've got to section all that off by instruction by cable, which we've done. So that backs over there. all the soil, and then we start to cut and carve it, ready to start doing the foundation.
Now the conversation becomes almost documentary style, with discussion about site operations, soil movement, and foundation preparation. The worker appears confident enough to explain the project publicly instead of treating the camera as a threat. This is significant because many confrontations around cameras stem from perceived secrecy or fear of exposure. Here, openness diffuses the tension naturally.
Yeah, so like I say, I was just coming to do like a self-documentary type, because the area is changing quite quickly. I remember the first place that came, it was the Girl Guides Northwest,
Yeah.
and then obviously Perry started to come on and stuff.
Right.
And I was just building like a little documentary, because when you first come on over there, you've got like where the kids come on the weekend and they play on the motocross,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Security coming on.
So basically, I'm just making like a little walkthrough documentary. I wasn't going to come on your site,
Oh,
right?
that's fine.
But I much appreciate.
I'm going to ask, can I?
Yeah, well, much appreciate you, because like I say, you've been well informative there, and like so you don't need to tell people. And like I say, it's
in our interest to tell people what we are
yeah,
doing.
no,
We're going to be part of the considerate.
The filmer explains that he's documenting how quickly the area is changing, framing the video as local history rather than confrontation content. This creates an important shift in perception. Public filming is often misunderstood as hostile surveillance when it can simply be journalism, documentation, or public interest recording. The worker's willingness to listen keeps the encounter constructive.
yeah,
So, if you want to, once I get it all set up and running, I'll give you my card. Take my card.
yeah.
If you ever want to come on site and find out any information,
Oh, that glasses and all the rest of it.
yeah,
and
if
talk,
you've got an order, that'll be great. But if you ever want to come on, give me a call. I'll give you that there.
Okay, thanks. Cheers. I have got a CSCS card and all that. I've got my digger tickets. I've got. I actually have a telly on the ticket,
Right.
but I have a keen interest in just like trying to document.
Interested in what's going on?
Yeah,
That's
because and especially when you see machines working as well, like that Audit machine there. I was just saying as well on walking down on video like that. Erties and Fox
Yes.
bought Ertie out, didn't he? Like so.
Yeah, Hurty, we use Hurties all the time, but obviously nothing's changed.
Yeah.
But no, if you you'll see, this is going to be the proper walkway down to the side.
In a surprising twist, the worker offers future access, contact information, and even a potential guided look at the site under proper safety procedures. Instead of treating the camera as an enemy, the site representative embraces transparency and professionalism. That level of openness completely dismantles the kind of us versus them tension commonly seen in audit-style videos. The interaction becomes collaborative instead of adversarial.
Right.
So public, because we're in the considerate construction, you've got to give access, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. So
Right.
you've got the card. If you ever want to have a come on and
Yeah.
give us a ring and sort it out.
All right, thank you very much. My name's Reggie anyway.
Reg Russell, you see.
Russell,
on card.
cheers Russell. And
And
like I
if you
said,
find that artifact,
yeah. I couldn't think of anything quick on spot, and I thought, what? I thought, but I'll give you an heart attack at current climate. But yeah, I came on last week with my dog, just had a walk around on this field with my dog, and I seen sight going up, but there were no fences up at the time. So I just tried to stay away, like.
no,
But
that's fine. It's a little bit work in progress. We've got up to this point here. We've got the cabins. We've got more fencing. We've got loads of fencing and no bloody feet.
is that what it is?
Feet to come in.
And they shatter quite easy, don't they, with machines and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you don't mind, then I might make it a regular occurrence. But bring up PP and all the rest of it.
The conversation wraps up with mutual respect and discussion about safety, fencing, and future filming possibilities. What could have easily become a hostile you can't film here confrontation instead evolved into an example of calm public engagement. No threats, no intimidation, no abuse of authority, just communication and professionalism from both sides.